Ryan here with RCG Diesel and Equipment. So today is Father's Day. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Dad Day. So here's what we got this morning. We got a Cummins X15. Engine oil got real hot. Got up to about 250. So we're gonna do the engine oil thermostat on it. See what she does. After that, we got a hub gasket seal to do. Not a big deal, whatever. And then we got a Cat 906 loader with some AC work on it. You gotta stick around. You might like this one. First step we're gonna do is we're gonna hook up the old computer, see if there's any engine codes related to this engine oil temperature getting hot. So we got a X15. We're gonna hook up Cummins Insight, see what we can figure out. Okay, so we didn't find any engine codes related. You know, whenever I walked up to this machine, saw an oil puddle on the ground. Kind of caught my eye. Checking to see where it was coming from. It's coming from your fill tube, where you fill the engine oil. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the engine oil. Seems pretty obvious, but we got to do it. Looks over full to me. We'll see. One more dip. It's right here on the dipstick. It's supposed to be right here on the dipstick. She's about 4 gallons high. So let's think a little bit. Engine oil pressure got hot. It's overfilled. We got engine oil coming out of the fill tube. I think she's over full. Seems pretty obvious, but I'm gonna do that. Instead of thermostat, we're gonna go that route. All right, we're gonna drain this oil. It's probably burnt. This is a good time for breakfast. We're going to fill this thing up to the proper level. Alright guys, we're at our hub gasket. We're going to pop this cover off. We got our Milwaukee 1/2 inch. This thing's a wrist breaker, guys. So hold on. We got our BFH, our big Farkin hammer. So the trick is, don't hit these studs. Then we're going to clean up the old gasket material. We got our new gasket here. You know, this might seem like a pretty simple job, and it is, but it's an important one. DOT loves pulling people over if they got any kind of oil on their rim. They say you could get on the brakes, you might not stop. Valid point. Don't know how it's going to happen, but it is what it is, guys. That's a DOT for you. We made it to our loader with the AC. We're going to hook up our gauges, turn it on, see how she feels. Blowing cold, blowing hot. Alright guys, so here's what I think's going on with this thing. So I hopped up here, took the cover off. This is your condenser for the AC system. It's got a bunch of dirt and grime right here. I mean, it's just packed in here. If this thing doesn't get cooled down, your AC is not going to cool down. So I'm going to run with that. I'm going to clean it out real good. Test her out. It's blowing cold right now, but once it gets hot out, this thing isn't going to cool down. We're going to clean that. Test her one more time. Now she looks a little bit better. You can see through it now. You couldn't see through it before. I think we did a pretty good job here. So we got a little bit more time here. We got finished up with those trucks pretty quick. So we're going to move on to this dozer. one we worked on a couple videos ago. We got to make some repairs. We're going to run an overlay, get her all fixed up, get that battery light off so the operator knows what's going on with it. Let's check it out. We disconnected the ground cable so we don't get shocked. We got to take that connector off. We got to take the wires off the alternator. Oh, it's tight in there. Pull the cable out the top, repair the wires. We're going to start with that. See how we go. All right, crew. So here's what we got. We got it all loosened up. Got that harness yanked out of there as much as I could without tearing half the engine apart. And it's not as bad as I thought. Got a couple broke wires here. This one, and I'm pretty sure it's for the battery light. But if you go back in that other video, you'll kind of have an idea of what we did here. So we're going to put a little piece of wire in here, put it all back together, secure it up, give it the old test run. So here's our repair. Put one of these guys in there. We're going to use this hose protector here. This is one we used on the last video to wrap it up, protect it, put it back together and test it. She's alive! Alright, went out. Let's hang on for a second. Oh, she got a little rough. Anyway, we're getting out of here, guys. Happy Father's Day. You know, thanks for sticking around and watching this stuff. You know, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just winging it, going with the flow, whatever comes my way. That's how I live. Sometimes I figure it out. Sometimes I get my ass kicked. That's part of this deal. Like always, I hope you guys got something out of this. You know, if you don't mind, scroll down, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified when I post something new. We're going to get on back to the house, eat some breakfast. That'd be nice. Enjoy our family. Have a good Father's Day.